We have Professor Yossi Yona. He's a former Israeli parliament member from the Labor Party. And we're also joined by Josh Hasten. He's the international spokesperson for Gush Etzion. He's joining us on Zoom. All right, Professor Yossi, I'd like to start with you. This election really just symbolizes a major loss for the left. For foreigners, it appears to the rest of the world like the majority of this public, of the Israeli public, is right-leaning. But what we essentially saw here is the left and the center-left failing to come together and form cohesive parties to actually make it into the Israeli government. What happened here? And Labor specifically, which is, Avodah, this is the name of the party. It's supposed to be representative of the workers of this country. It seems to be representing the elite today in Israel.
Well, of course, your analysis is correct, considering the last point that you're saying, that there is kind of the discrepancy, if you wish, between the Israeli left parties and the workers, if we can use this word. The Israeli left actually is not representing the lower strata of the Israeli society, and I think this is one of the main problems, that it is not able to attract votes from the lower strata of the Israeli society. Now, as to the grand, or if with the general picture, look, what we have seen here, it's a very interesting thing. I don't think that the center-right actually won in a big margin. It won, and it won the elections, but when we're analyzing the numbers, right, we are still there. It's like 50% center right and 50% center left. What actually happened is that the right-wing parties were able to manage the affairs more efficiently, more systematically, and considering the whole issue of passing the threshold. And this is right, like a big fiasco on the part of the left-wing parties on the one hand, and the Arab parties on the other hand. The problem, the issue that they are not being able to show inner solidarity, exactly, to unite. And look how beautifully the right-wing are managing.
I'd like to turn to you, Josh, because we're going to be going out for a break quickly. I want to make sure we hear from you. This Netanyahu bloc is more right-wing and religious than ever before, you could say. Sorry about that. Netanyahu has had to band, with the far right. Is this new coalition representative of the right, the public?
Yeah, I would disagree with your guest in the studio that this is not really about a victory based on solely election strategy. I think the people of Israel have spoken, and I think the people of Israel want stability, and I think the people of Israel want security. On a day when we're talking about the elections, an Arab terrorist tried to run over an Israeli soldier at a checkpoint, tried to murder him, and thank God he was able, unfortunately he's in serious condition, but he was able to neutralize and kill the terrorist. I think the people of Israel have had enough of the policies of Oslo, which led us down a path of weakness, which only whet the appetites of our enemies. So I think all of Israel, the majority of Israel, has had enough, and that is why you have a conclusive victory by the Likud, and that's why you have so many votes on the other right-wing parties, the Religious Zionist Party and the other ultra-Orthodox parties. I think people have had enough. We want our security back. We want those measures which will ensure our security, whether it's in Jerusalem, whether it's in Hadera, Beersheba, or on the roads of Judea and Samaria. I think people want their security back, and I think that's what this government has to offer.
All right, we're going to discuss the policy soon, but we're out for a quick break.